Hey guys, my name is Faith.
Hey guys, my name is Blessing.
And together we are the the Alongas.
The Alongas. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, so there's a story behind that.
There's a story behind that.
We are the Alongas.
And welcome to our Mr. and Mrs. series, where, as you can see, we are all dressed up. Why? Because we just came back from our civil wedding, where we just got legally married.
Crazy, guys, crazy. Who in their right mind? I know people will be looking at us like we're crazy because we got legally married and decided to shoot content. Like, crazy. Who does that?
Who does that?
I mean, we spent time with family. We had a nice meal, but
yeah,
went straight to record because we said, why not? We look good. We're dressed good. Let's do it.
Yep. And also, I need to give a shout out to I can't pronounce her name, but I forgot how to pronounce her name. But she stayed. Yeah, I have to give a shout out to you because
the studios were at.
Because the studio are at. Thanks to
the lovely.
I don't know what the studio is.
Soge in Finsbury Room.
Soge in Finsbury Room.
Stayed late for us.
Because she stayed late for us. And you know what she said? She said the only reason I'm staying late is because you guys are getting married.
Or just got married.
Or just got married.
Yeah.
And so shout out to her. But let's get into this series. So, we just want to, like you said, like what Blessing said, it's crazy that, we're coming on here. But we just thought we don't want to just keep things to ourselves.
Yeah.
We just want to just, talk about something. As you can see on the title literally says how Blessing lost
my engagement ring. Guys, crazy.
You know what's even crazy right now? The ring that she's wearing on her finger right now. It's not even her. Tell them what it is.
We'll get into that.
This is an Amazon ring.
Yeah, it is, guys. Crazy. There's a whole story behind this. But yeah, I lost my engagement ring. Crazy. And my engagement ring, I loved it. Like, it was exactly what I wanted. Oval. The carrot size was exactly the spec that I was looking for. Not looking for, but had in mind. And Faith delivered. And then was it a year? No. I said a year. A few months into our engagement, I lost it. And I was just like...
How did you lose it?
How did I lose it? Firstly, I was very annoyed at myself, but I lost it essentially because I think it was down to how Faith got the ring. So when Faith...
So you're blaming me?
No. I'm not blaming you. But essentially, when Faith got the ring, it was literally a day before you said you got it a day before you flew out to America to meet me at the business conference.
Yeah.
So just for context, guys, backstory. So Faith proposed to me when we were in America. And the reason why we were in America in the first place is because I said I was going to a business conference and Faith just decided to surprise me and he came out there and we somehow attended a business conference together because he said he was going to surprise me. But all along, it was part of the plan. He was meant to propose to me in America. Anyways, cool, whatever. And then I think Faith was rushing. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You kind of rushed the process of getting a ring. For me, it was very last minute because you said that you traveled to different shops in Manchester, Birmingham, different areas looking for rings, and you actually called it. You have footage of it actually.
Oh what? Oh yeah, I did.
You have footage.
I recorded the whole thing, and it will be one day. It will be posted up and edited.
It's all been
So from my point of view, what happened was I, decided very last minute to join her in America at that business conference and to propose there because she always said that she wanted to get proposed to abroad. But the difficulty is that, as believers, we don't try and do that whole going on holiday together and things like that. So I was like, how can I do this? And she didn't really travel that much. Blessing doesn't really travel that much. So that was like an opportunity.
One opportunity.
I was like, you know what? Let me take it. And so I remember I used to live in Manchester at that time. And I remember going from shop to shop. I went into one shop and I'll be like, how much is it? And they'll say some crazy prices. But the thing is, it wasn't even about the price because I was prepared to pay anything. I just wanted it ASAP. This is the thing. And I'm going to go into a little bit of a lesson. I think a lot of people don't realize. Rich people or people who want stuff, when people need something, they don't care about the price. They just care about the speed. And it's a lesson that I've learned and I'm always going to carry with me is that it's all about who gets something done the quickest. I went to whoever could get the job done the quickest. That's it.
But there's a caveat to it, because getting it done the quickest doesn't necessarily mean that it's done the best.
That's true.
And so if it was down to you planning better, this is like a flip side, because it's true. Speed is good, but also it can impact on the quality. It can have a knock-on effect on the quality, which it did. It did. So the ring was good, guys. The ring was great. I loved it, as I said. But over time, I mean, did we finish off the America story? Yeah, we did.
I mean, basically, you know, went to America, proposed. Simple as that.
Simple as that.
You can go watch the YouTube video that will be uploaded.
Yeah, at some point it will be. So then came back to the UK, using the ring as normal. And because the ring is quite big, I kept knocking it on surfaces, like a lot. And but then I just thought, you know, there's women with big rings all over the world. Like, surely I'm not the only one that's knocking surfaces with my big ring. So I just thought, whatever. Then over time, I started to see that the prongs were starting to get quite loose and the diamond was starting to wiggle a bit. And I was thinking, like, is this normal? But it wasn't anything crazy for me to think, okay, like, this is very concerning. So I just kept on carrying on with life. And then at some point, it was getting very wiggly. Like, I could touch it and then it would literally make a sound like I don't know how to describe it, but it would literally bang off the edges. And I knew, okay, this is bad. So I knew that now alerted Faith, and I told Faith to let the person that made it, which you have screenshots of, you let him know, look, like, her ring is now moving. Can we get it fixed?
Yeah. And he was happy to do that. And in fact, we actually had a meeting to go up there, but we missed it. Yeah. So I don't want to put too much blame on the guy, because he was happy to fix it. We just missed the meeting. He was happy to fix it at the end of the day, but we didn't go to the meeting. Yeah. And then over time, it kept wiggling. Then one day, I think I was on the train. Where was I going? I can't remember where I was going, but I was on the train. I think I was going to uni. Was I still at uni at the start of this year? No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't on the train to uni. Ignore that. But I was on the train to go somewhere. And then I remember I was on the phone to my mum. And then I took out... my hand was in my pocket because it was quite cold. And I took it out. And I just saw there was no diamond. I saw there was no diamond on my ring, on my hand. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh, Mum, I don't know what the ring's got. I don't know what's going on. And I was like, calm down. Look in your pocket. Look in your side. Look in your phone. Are you sure? I was shook. Because I was like, no way, because I knew all along. And the craziest thing is, God had been telling me to take extra caution with the ring, because he'd shown me in a dream. He literally showed me in a dream that would happen, that I would have lost my ring. And it happened. Yep. So at that point, there was no diamond in my ring, my finger. And I was thinking, yo, what's going on? Looked in my pocket. I was panicking for at least a good minute, until I dug deep into my pocket and I found it. And I was like, oh, thank you, God. And I don't know what I thought, but anyways, I got some tissue. And see, this is where when you're trying to blame the guy, this is where I have to blame you. Yeah. Because for me, as you're telling this story, people just hear it and just go, why would you put it in tissue?
Well, because I had nothing. Do you know what? I had nothing else. In my defense, I had nothing else to put it in. And I said, okay, let me put it in tissue. And I actually I went all the way back home just to drop it on my table at home. And normally, when I put things on my table at home, nothing gets touched. So I thought, okay, cool. Let me just leave the ring on my table, because I know that it's going to be fine. And I think I left it on my table, hoping that, okay, cool, Faith and I would go to Manchester to get it fixed, because we were planning, okay, no, now we need to actually get it fixed. Cool. Days went by, nothing happened. And then it got to the point where I actually needed the ring now on my finger. I think we needed to do a shoot or something. I can't remember. But I needed to, like, it was a necessity for me to have the ring on my finger at this point.
Oh yeah, it was a pre-wedding shoot.
Yeah, it was the pre-wedding shoot, I think. But I think I had it in a pre-wedding shoot.
All I know is that we had to go up to Manchester ASAP.
We had to go up to Manchester. And then I now thought that my ring was in the position that it was in, the position that I left it in. So I went back into my room a few days later and I checked the table. And I was looking and I said, oh, like, it's not here. Yeah. It's just not here. Like, this is strange, because when I leave things on my table in my room, that's it. Doesn't get touched. So I was looking, couldn't find it. And I knew it was long. Then I literally looked through all the bins. I took out all the bins in my house. and started taking it out bit by bit because I was not about to lose it. So no way, this is not real life. And it's crazy because God had already told me to be so much more careful, and it's actually happened. And I said, no way, I refused. Then I kept looking, and I think at that point I didn't tell anyone that I lost it.
Did you tell me?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I did.
Okay.
I don't think I did. Because I thought I wanted to still try.
I think I found that later.
Yeah, because I was still thinking, hoping that I would find this ring. Because I thought, Anyways, went by, couldn't find it. I had to get my mum involved because if one thing about mums, if your mum can't find it, it's actually gone. Like, it's lost. Like, you just forget it. So I asked my mum. I said, Mum, I don't know what this ring on, and she said, "How could you put it in tissue?"
That's what I'm thinking, and that's what everyone else is thinking. How could you put it in tissue?
Yeah, she's like, "How could you do such a thing? You have boxes in your room. You have jewelry box. You can't put it." I don't know why. To be honest, I don't know why. To be honest, I actually don't know why. Couldn't find it. My mum looks everywhere in the house. The house turned upside down. Me and my mum searched my whole room, flipped the mattress, removed the bedside frame, removed the chest of drawers, removed the wardrobes, still nowhere to be found. I said, it's actually quite long because I genuinely don't know where it is now. So at that point I was thinking, that's long. Like, and I think I told Faith at this point, and Faith was, how did you feel about that?
I think I was just like, how could you put it in tissue? I was just like, how could you put it in tissue? I think, first of all, out of all places. I'm just thinking, how could you lose it? Yeah, because I'm just thinking, how could you put it in tissue out of all places?
Were you annoyed?
And was I annoyed? I think, do you know what? You told me already that you had a dream and everything like that. And God had already kind of warned you. So it's like, it's kind of like on you at the end of the day. It's just like on you to kind of just sort it. Was I annoyed?
You weren't really annoyed, you know?
Huh?
You weren't that annoyed.
No, I wasn't really annoyed. I was just like, oh, that's. I mean, I was annoyed, but not like, that annoyed, to be honest.
Yeah, I was very annoyed.
Why?
Anyways, because I loved that ring. And then because like now the months were going by and I still hadn't replaced the ring. We still hadn't replaced the ring.
Yeah.
And I had to kind of wear, as Faith said in our video, I'm wearing an Amazon ring. Yeah, I'm wearing a travel ring. All this time, all these months I've been wearing a travel ring. Not because I wanted to, it's because...
And how did that make you feel wearing a travel ring?
I don't like it. I hate it.
Why?
I don't like it. Because I knew what I had, and because of my carelessness, and because of my lack of obedience or lack of me being sensitive to what the Holy Spirit was telling me, now this is what's happened. Lost out on what you've given to me. Anyway.
But there's a good side to this though.
Oh, great side. So we'll get to that. So now fast forward, I said to myself, look, like, and me and Faith had the conversation, and Faith was like, I don't mind replacing it, it's fine, don't worry. But I said, do you know what, like, I don't want that burden to be on him. And I kept scrolling online. I was looking for ages. I was like, because I wanted to get the same level of ring that you got me, or better actually. And the prices that I saw, I said, £7,000, 6,000. I said, nah. I said, nah, I'm not paying that, mate. I said, what am I going to do? So what did I do? One thing about me, if I want to get to the bottom of something, if I want to get a good deal, if I want to make sure that something is patterned, I would do it. And that's exactly what I did. So I did some digging on Safari, and I found
What did you find?
a manufacturer in China.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if she's in China. I don't know if they're in China, but they're in Asia. And they supply diamond rings. And I said,
lab-grown diamond rings.
Lab-grown diamond rings. They actually do normal ones.
Oh, they do raw ones as well.
Raw ones, but I wasn't interested in that one. I said lab-grown because, cost effective and it makes sense and it's nice as well.
And
so
it's the exact same.
So the same very ring that I was looking at, it was actually a better ring at this point now. No, so I was looking at a better ring because I said, you know what, if I'm going to get a new ring, it's going to be better than what we had before. But I didn't want to pay more. So I'd been speaking back and forth with the manufacturer, and the prices I was getting quoted, I was just like, music to my ears.
Wow.
Because it was way less. So the ring that I was getting quoted for in the UK, that was like £7,000, they were quoting me 1.7.
Wow.
£1,700.
Wow.
I said, we've hit the jackpot. So as we speak,
from that, what are you doing now? because now there's a business move that you got from this.
But let me just wrap it up. So as we speak, the ring is in transit to the UK, and it's going to be worn in time for the wedding, like the big wedding day. So I'm very happy about it and I can't wait to see it, because the manufacturer put me through the whole process. Like, she showed me everything, down to the selection of the diamond stone, down to the clarity. Do I want VVS2, VVS1, color E, F, like D? What do I want? The highest color. Like, she helped me so much. The person I was speaking to that worked in the company helped me so much, and I was like, this is great. Like, I actually enjoyed the process. Like, I kept showing favors. Like, look at what she's showing me, the updates. I was like, yo, this is so
even
fun.
I want to get a ring from her now.
Like, he's gonna get a ring from the manufacturer that I found as well. And I said, you know what? Like, this is what happens when you turn. People love saying this. I'm saying it's like you make lemons. You make lemonade from lemons. Yeah. Like a bitter situation, you make it into a sweet situation. It's been sweetened now, so I'm really excited to see it. And you know what? I said, you know what we're going to do
pain
is...
to prosperity.
Yeah, pain to prosperity. And Faith was like, why don't you just offer this to other people? Because people don't know, this supplier, I did digging. So it's going to be like, I went through so many different loopholes, and I also found many, but I found many, but realized that only a few are good at what they do. So I managed to whittle it down to 2 manufacturers and went with 1 in the end. And I said, if I'm getting quoted 3 times less than when I'm getting quoted in the UK, why can't we do that for other people?
There you go.
Yeah. So now.
So what's the business that you now?
The business that we're now going to do, or the service that we're now going to help people with, is listen. The guys that are looking to propose to the ladies, the men that even want to, husbands that want to upgrade their wife's rings, come to me. Yeah. And if you've been quoted a certain price from a UK retailer for your wife's ring, or even for your own ring as a husband, like if you want to change your ring or you want to get your own wedding band, come to me. And I guarantee you I can beat that price as long as you provide me proof of what you've been quoted of. We can beat that. And I can hands down, I can say 100% we can beat it. So if you come to me, what we'll do is we'll probably put like a form below. So you guys can put your specifications of what you want. And then
or just message
me. Message us on Instagram. Our Instagrams will be in the description box below, and we'll be able to do that. Simple as that. And then you see how it links to the Equip and the Ecclesia.
And just these kind of things that Blessing's talking about, this business, is just something that we talk about and we do within our mentorship program, which is called Equipping the Ecclesia, where it's an organization we've created where we teach believers how to increase their income, number one, or really the first thing is their mindset, their intellect, which is their eye, their intellect, the next eye, which is increase their income, and then finally, what was the last eye? Because the thing is
invest.
And investments as well, how to invest. And I think there's a 4th one, which is community too, which I think a lot of people miss out on. Is they don't understand how important it is to be around a like-minded community. I bet people are watching this and thinking, I don't think like this, but I want to be around people like you. And this is just something that we do in the mentorship program. And so if that's something that you're interested in, just watch the video below. The video below. We have a free training that talks about it. Yeah, because
it's important. You can't look at life bitterly. I could have easily said, oh, I'm not going to be able to. Why did you do that?
Please wrap it up.
Okay, I could have easily said that I'm not going to. I'm going to stay sat crying about my ring and not do anything about it. But here's what God has done: is now presented a business idea and an opportunity, even more importantly, to serve other people who would like a ring at a cheaper price, or jewelry in general at a cheaper price, because we can do that because of the manufacturer I found. And it was down to the situation I was in that's been able to produce a result like this. And this comes down to mindset, as Faith said. I'm just going to wrap it up. It comes ultimately down to mindset. You have to think outside of the box. Do you know what I mean? Like, how could a business come out of this? But this is how God works, ultimately. And it's about being yielded, and about remaining obedient to what he says. And you'll be good. So we teach that in Equipping the Ecclesia. So if you want to know more information, watch the free video below. Equally, if you want a ring supplied by us, you can also DM us on Instagram. DM me the word ring. and we'll be able to take it from there.
Perfect. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.